Hey folks, welcome to a beautiful sunny day on Yerba Buena. It's an excellent road. It really is very nice. Today Zach and I have the 2021 Corolla XSE hatchback manual. It's unchanged for 2021. So 2019, 2020, 2021, same car. It has a 2-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder, makes 168 screaming horsepower, 151 pound-feet of torque, has a 6-speed manual gearbox. I'm not really sure if it has a limited slip differential. I'm not sure if it matters.
I don't believe it does.
I don't think it has enough power for it to matter. It has auto blipping, which you can turn off and on very easily. Also auto hill hold, which you can turn off and on very easily. It has a 8-inch MMA touchscreen, multimedia MMI.
MMI, yeah.
Yes, it fights you.
It doesn't. Luckily, it has a lot of hard buttons, which are really nice. So it's really easy to use instead of being 100% touchscreen.
And pretty much fully loaded with a power driver's seat, dual zone climate control, and all the other goodies. $25,800.
It's a good.
So
seems like a good bargain. We'll see. We'll get to that later.
And heated seats. But is it fun to drive? Now, does the stick make a fun Corolla? Hey folks, this video is brought to you by our old pals now, Carl Friedrich, and their beautiful leather key organizer. Carl Friedrich solves life's everyday problems. They solved the problem of me traveling with a dead phone by putting a battery pack in their suitcase, which I've been using and I love. And today, they're solving the problem of scratches, noises, and torn pockets with their leather key organizer. This little thing, fully natural leather, lifetime warranty. It's like a Swiss Army knife for your keys. I have a shop now, and I have to carry around lots of keys in coat pockets and around expensive cars. I don't want to scratch the cars. I don't want to poke holes in my pockets. This solves both of those. Plus, no jingle jangle as you're walking through the house. It keeps it nice and tight. This beautiful Italian leather key organizer comes with a lifetime warranty. It looks great in your everyday carry tray or in your pocket. Hit the link in the description. And thanks again to Carl Friedrich for sponsoring today's video.
There's a dog somewhere missing its family.
Right. We've got 18-inch alloy wheels and Yokohama all-season tires, but 280 treadwear, so a sporty all-season.
Right, so the rocks. The SE and XSE and the Apex come with 18s. The other cars, I think, come with 15s.
Big difference. I mean, I'm not being sarcastic.
Yeah,
it is a big
3-inch difference.
A lot of steering input, reasonable body roll, plenty of revs to work with in second gear. We've got a 7,000 RPM red line, and the engine is so smooth, free revving, and free of vibration that I have forgotten I was in lower gears this week.
Right on the way up here, I was in third. I thought I was in fifth. And
yeah.
You're like, dude, are you in the third?
Yeah, and that happened to me on the highway a couple of times where I was in third or fourth, and it was just zinging out at 5,000 or 6,000 RPM, and I kind of didn't even notice.
Right, this was a new for 2019 engine, I believe. The other engine you get with the lower levels is the 1.8 liter 4-banger that they've been selling here since '97. So this is a more powerful, has more torque, of course, and it's a newer engine. Look at, wow.
So it rev hangs a bit, so you have to shift slow and deliberate. It's got, I believe, a Subaru WRX shifter knob. It really
feels basically the same.
Basically the same, but the gear shifter's tall, but it's direct. You can easily find all the gears, and with the auto rev matching, it's a good learner car. I'm not using auto rev matching, but if you look at this section, Zachary.
This road is amazing. This car, I don't know if it's doing the road justice, but it's an amazing, amazing road.
It's an amazing road, right?
How's the steering feel? It's EPS, right?
Yeah. The steering feel is fairly numb. The pedal feel is fairly numb. And we'll turn around here, except for the brakes, which feel all right. They're small. But they feel fine.
Okay.
But the clutch pedal is like you have no idea where the friction zone is. So because the engine has such little inertia, a lot of the time it doesn't matter. You just slam out the clutch and whatever. But when you're going in traffic from 0 to 1, it's good that first gear is so short, and it is really short. You could pretty much just engage first gear by like letting off the clutch.
Yeah.
It's good that it's so short because there's just no feeling in your foot of where the friction zone is.
It's pretty much like a light switch. Like a light switch has more resistance than this clutch.
Yeah.
It feels very, it feels like an electronic switch, basically.
Now, I will say that if you're mainly driving in urban environments, then the lightness of it means if you're stuck in a traffic jam for an hour, you're not gonna like hate yourself.
Yeah,
look at this road though. The road's that.
This is why you want to live in Southern California. This is, I mean, the tarmac's perfect, and the shape of the corners is great.
Yeah.
You
want to drive?
I do want to drive.
Okay.
I'm hoping this will be the lightweight rally car that this road deserves, but
lightweight rally car, he says.
I'm hopeful.
I'll put
I'm optimistic.
All right, the electronic parking brake
This
is
is the
on.
enthusiast one. You know, it's a hatchback with a manual. Come on.
I know, there's none left. So, things that I like about this car, and go ahead, drive, and I'll just ramble about unrelated things. It does feel like a quality item. It doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't feel like they've cut a lot of corners in its construction. The fit and finish is very good.
I mean, yeah, there's lots of leather or leatherette here.
Yeah.
A lot of, like, the stitching looks nice. The bright work looks nice.
The driver's seat itself, because it's power with lumbar, is pretty supportive and nice. It's a little higher because of the power mechanism than the passenger seat. But despite that, I like the lumbar. I think it's comfortable.
I think it's padded well.
Yeah.
It's a really nice mix of supportive enough, but, you know, you sit down, it's like it feels cushy. It feels like a pretty high quality item.
It does.
The passenger seat, we should mention, though.
Not so good.
Because you don't have that lumbar and you have less adjustability, you get in there and it is a really different experience.
The two seats look the same.
Yeah.
When you show a picture of the front seats, they look like the same seat. When you sit in them, they're completely different seats. The brakes are very small. I don't know. I think they're 2-piston front, single piston rear.
They feel small. The pedals
They're like
a bit
11
soft.
inches or something. But like, it's not an XRS. Like, remember the XRS where you got the Lotus engine and the limited slip diff? Like,
Lotus 6-speed.
it's not that. However, it's a very nice little car.
It's a really nice car. I mean, they give you a lot, and they're trying to make it fun. They're trying to give you the enthusiast thing. They're trying to go, okay, here's a manual, here's a hatchback. You know, you guys whine about this all the time, so people need to buy it.
Yeah.
And
it's not bad, honestly.
No.
I mean, it's really not. The shifter feels nice. They clearly care about the manual being a pretty decent manual.
they do, and the take rate on manuals in Toyota is 1%. So, like, we should all really applaud them for giving us this gift.
So this is going to be off camber right,
which is great.
and then it's a downhill yump into uphill right here. So this is it's not like a yump per se, but it like really
yeah, loads it up. 2 plus. 2 plus
amazing.
into 4 right.
And then off camber tightens
Off
uphill.
camber.
Oh, dropping a tire in the dirt, Zach Clapman. Like, awesome.
Well, I'm using that.
He
for the
said
apex,
rally.
so that helps the corner.
He said rally.
These tires, I gotta say, given their tread wear, they don't feel very sticky.
Right, for a 280 tread wear,
You're right.
comparison to your Vredestein Hypertracks at a 500 tread wear.
Yeah,
These actually feel like they have less grip.
they do. They feel like they have significantly less grip. And we
So-
know Vredestein is a sponsor, but I mean, I'm really.
But still,
surprised
opinions
at
are
how
our
quickly
own.
These are letting go.
Opinions are our own.
Steering field, yeah, zero. I mean, it's about as neutral as it gets. Or sorry, it's numb as it gets.
Now, for a daily driver, highway cruiser, urban runabout, maybe we should flip around here.
I was just
we're
going to
not-
have the
You want to launch
traffic
it?
experience here. So,
Oh, yeah, right.
So
look,
how does the car perform under like normal use in LA of doing this? You know,
fine.
Pretty good.
It's just like you kind of you can't feel where the clutch engages.
no.
Which makes for an experience where you have to practice
your timing as opposed to being always adapting to the feel of the car. So it's just a different type of driving. Now, like with all the safety features, because you've got like, I don't like lane keep assist, okay, but it's got it. It's got radar cruise.
Right.
It's got lane departure warning. It's got the backup camera.
And all levels of the Corolla come with that, which is a big selling point to try to bring in first-time car owners or young drivers, or really like to sell to the parents of those customers. Like, hey, this is the safest car. It comes with all the stuff. Your kid will be safe.
Right. It's a buy it for your kid car. Buy it for someone who wants to learn to drive stick and have some safety nets. The rev matching works. The hill hold is really nice. I like hill hold way better than even rev matching.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's the scary part, right? Is the rolling back on the hill. That's for someone who's learning, that's the scary part. And hill hold just makes that super, super, super easy. And isn't this section crazy? This road is so wild.
So good.
So anyway, we just drove the Mazda 3 Touring, all-wheel drive, which was almost about $9,000 more expensive than this. And it feels it. You know what I mean? The leather is a little nicer. The styling is a little better. You get some more stuff. It's also all-wheel drive with a turbo, even though it's not not manual.
So all the Mazdas, whatever engine you choose in that car, are more powerful than the comparable Corollas. Like the base Mazda engine has more power and torque and displacement than the base Corolla engine. And the top one, same thing, because you can get a turbo in it.
You know what I do like about this car that I think is probably true with a lot of Toyotas I've driven? It feels unkillable. I mean, I'm not saying it is unkillable, but it feels unkillable. Like, it feels like I could beat on it, almost like I could beat on an electric car. Like, there's no...
That's what they're known for, right? I mean, like, Newton's first law of operation is like a Toyota in operation will stay in operation. Like, it'll keep working. And that's something that I have read Skyactiv is having some issues. So, in a turbo engine, like, if you get the base Golf, you get a 1.4 turbo. Yeah. More complicated engine.
I'd rather this NA engine than a base turbo motor.
Exactly.
Give me, if I want performance, okay, the turbo. But like for the entry level one, simple. Yeah. So all right, $25K, $800. You get a lot of stuff. It's comfortable. It's usable.
It rides on the highway. It rides really, really well.
Rides really well. Yeah. And it feels like a product that feels to me like a more premium experience than $25K would suggest. Yeah. Is it fast? Not really. Is it a performance car? Not really. No. But it's nice.
And this has upgraded suspension and chassis from the lower levels, and then they have the Apex edition, which has even tighter suspension and a few like aero bits. Yeah. And you know why they did the Apex edition? Because the AE86 back in the day, they made one and had like wings and stuff. But it's basically, that means like the new one's like the Scat Pack of Toyota.
Yeah,
it's
we
just
don't
like,
need
here's
that.
Some wings, but it doesn't change the horsepower at all.
You could skip that one probably.
Yeah.
So shout out to Toyota for letting us have a go for a week. Thank you very much. Thanks to you for watching. We'll see you guys later.
And remember, always fight your tickets. Use code TST10 on the Off the Record app available in the Android and iOS store, or go to offtherecord.com/TST.